grand moment. Hope you're showing up in the awareness that you create your own realization. What a wonderful day. I enjoyed how the rain started, but I knew there would be some flooding, but that's okay. Well, like I said, 2025 and beyond, showing up in the newness and not being a hypocrite anymore, since I realized you are the power that creates your realizations by the state and consciousness you have about yourself. The journey here from yesterday's participation is people say their purpose is to save people. No, your purpose is to first save yourself. And what do I mean by that? You have no cooking clue about the sense of who you are and your awareness of being. You've been programmed and told and limited. So you've been living from the ego limited version of yourself, the creation that you created because you're the consciousness from its awareness that it creates. We're not going to go through that, but today I felt led to talk about the most abused magic wand. I'm not going to call it a weapon because that's the Christian mentality that we're fighting something but ourselves. Prayer. So this morning, like I told you, these days I wake up in my presence, understand what am I embodying, who am I feeding myself to be, the limitless being or the limited version that I have since chucked into the bin and burning each and every other day. I don't know about you, but Christianity taught me that prayer is a weapon. So you wake up and highlight all those verses in the back. Please, girl. Oh boy. The more you highlight verses, the more you're saying you're not God present now. You're unconscious to your state of being. So we've been taught, at least in Christianity, which I now since realized was a school for me to wake up, that prayer is the weapon you have to put forward. But have you listened to how you give your prayers? You verbalize them. And they're all talking about protection, fear. When you're going to travel, journey mercies. When you're going to do something, God bless you. But you're God. So aren't you contradicting the most powerful magic wand that you have? It's because you don't know who you are. But when you become aware that you are it, the governing presence that creates from whatever it pays attention. When you're traveling, you don't say journey masses, you say God is moving. And as I move, I light and lift and bring great experiences. And I enjoy my travel. Speaking from the present now, knowing that there's nothing. But when we speak of an anticipation, living in the future that hasn't happened, but because we've been programmed to fear, so we use it as a weapon against ourselves. The only prayer that Jesus Christ taught, which he teaches, and he came to teach us about the kingdom within, to show you that you are God having a human experience. All his teachings have been distorted and misused for a reason. It came about a time when the emperors wanted us not to know, because we've always existed, even the emperor, that we are the most powerful creation that life force energy God has ever put into existence to express itself. So they asked him, the disciples. Who are the disciples? Those who had been shown how to master their Christ consciousness and God presence. The Bible will never tell you that. Religion won't. There's a reason why religion was created. And he says, and they didn't say teach us how to pray. They said teach us to pray, because they had realized he holds a God presence. When the Bible says he wakes up in the morning, goes a mountain place, is to go to the high consciousness, to shut out the physical man and just listen to your presence. And from there, you know how to chart your day, and you wake up and command it, because you are the energy that gives life to whatever you are embodying. So the Lord's Prayer is simply showing you how to hold as any given moment the Christ consciousness that you are God individualized in the flesh. And if you're God, then nothing can harm you. It's what you put your attention that you create. And that phrase that says, lead us not into temptation, is to forget that you're God creating. So do not think negative or error, because that's how powerful you are. You will create that negative or error experience. So those are some of the things I'm going to be sharing in the Unfold You podcast. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just getting it from head knowledge. Yes, the Bible does have some truths, but they are misconstrued because the Bible was written by men to limit you and not understand the power that you are. That's why you're told, when the student is ready, the teacher will come, the Spirit of truth will guide you in all truth. Have you ever asked yourself, what is that truth? To make it to heaven or hell, if this isn't already here? Or to discover that you are the divine here, uniquely experiencing something that religion and society and social structures bury. But you are the powerful one. So we're showing up, because the more we speak, I know the power of my word, the more I wake up the God that is asleep in you. So the God in me honors the God in you. If you want to pray the Lord's Prayer, wake up in the morning, know that you are the governing presence, and you command your day, that in my presence is fullness of joy. In my presence, I create new experiences which are filled with happiness for me and all. That's how you pray. Not mukamambike musaigwe, Jesus' blood. We'll talk about that also too. So like I said, 2025, dropping it like it's hot. Have you shown up in the awareness that you create your